Give me 30 seconds. This exercise can change your whole body. If your legs are weak, your entire fitness foundation is weak. If you're struggling to bend down or lift things, then this video is for you. Do 10 bodyweight squats in a day and see the difference in just 10 days.
Bodyweight squats are just a warm-up. They think unless you have a heavy barbell on your back, you aren't building muscle. And look, I get it. I used to be exactly the same way. I remember thinking, 100 reps? Come on, bro, that's just cardio. That's not going to do anything for my physique. But here's the thing, I was completely wrong. When you actually commit to doing 100 squats every single day, and I mean no rest days, no excuses, no I'll do it tomorrow, something crazy starts happening to your body. And honestly, it's not even just about your legs blowing up. It literally changes your hormones, your metabolism, and if I'm being real with you, it changes the way you think. Now, there is a catch here. If you do these the wrong way, you're going to absolutely destroy your knees before you see a single result. Every single day, no weights, no gym, just gravity, something fascinating happens to your body. And it's not just about your legs getting stronger. It changes your metabolism, your mobility, and honestly, it changes your mind. So, what does the timeline actually look like? Week 1 is the regret phase. If you haven't been training, day 2 is going to humble you. You will fail the toilet test. Sitting down is going to be a spiritual experience. Walking downstairs? You'll look 80 years old. This is where most people quit. Don't. This soreness is just weakness leaving the body. By week 2, the switch flips. Your nervous system adapts. The soreness vanishes. Suddenly, walking uphill feels effortless. Your knees feel more stable. Why? Because squats don't just work muscles. They pump fluid into your joints and strengthen the tendons around the kneecap. You are basically oiling your own rusty hinges. By day 30, the aesthetic shift. You look in the mirror. Your jeans fit tighter around the thigh, but looser around the waist. Because huge compound movements like squats burn a significant amount of calories. You are building dense muscle and stripping fat simultaneously. But we need to be real. 50 squats will not turn you into a bodybuilder. If you want massive tree trunk legs, you eventually need heavy iron. However, bodyweight squats build something arguably more important: functional longevity. They train you to stand up, move, and balance. If you stop squatting, you lose the ability to move freely as you age. It is the #1 anti-aging movement you can do. Now, if 50 reps starts feeling too easy, do not just do more reps. That's boring. Change the tempo. Try this. Go down for 3 seconds, pause at the bottom for 1 second, and explode up. This is called time under tension. It makes 50 reps feel like 500. It turns a basic warm-up into a muscle-building workout. So, here's the verdict.
Stop. Let's see what happens to our body when we do 100 squats.
Today, I'm breaking down exactly what happens to your body over 30 days of doing 100 squats. The stuff going on under the hood that you can't even see, and the one form mistake that you need to fix right now if you don't want to regret this. All right, let's dive in. So first up, let's talk about why 100 actually works from a science perspective. Usually when we're training, we're going for tension, right? Heavy weights, low reps, that's how you build raw strength. But when you crank it up to 100 reps, you're training for something totally different: metabolic stress. By the time you hit like rep 60 or 70, your legs are screaming. That burning sensation you feel, that's lactic acid building up. And most people, they stop right there. They think the burn means, okay, that's my body telling me to quit. Nah, the burn is actually the signal that you're in the zone. When you push through that discomfort and hit all 100, you trigger this massive release of growth factors. You're flooding blood into the muscle tissue, that insane pump you feel, which actually stretches the fascia that surrounds your muscles. Basically, you're sending your body this message: hey, we need way more endurance here, and we need it now. The result? Your legs don't just get bigger, they get denser. They start looking more detailed, more defined. It's pretty wild. So what does this actually look like day to day? Week 1 is what I call the regret phase. If you haven't been training legs consistently, day 2 and 3 are going to be, let's just say, humbling. DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, is going to hit you like a truck. Sitting down on the toilet? Yeah, that becomes a full spiritual experience. Walking downstairs, you're gonna look about 80 years old. I'm not even joking. And this is where like 90% of people tap out. They think, okay, this hurts way too much, so it must be bad for me. Push through. Keep moving. Motion is lotion, my friend. Week 2 is where the magic actually starts happening. Your nervous system adapts. You stop getting sore every single day. You'll notice stuff like walking uphill suddenly feels effortless. Your knees actually feel more stable than before. And why is that? Because squats don't just hammer your quads, they're strengthening all those tendons around your kneecap. By day 30, you look in the mirror and something's different. Your jeans? They're fitting tighter around the thighs but looser around the waist. Because huge compound movements like squats torch a serious amount of calories. You're literally building muscle and stripping fat at the same time. Now, I need to hit you with a warning real quick. You cannot just do 100 reps of garbage movement and expect amazing results. If your knees start hurting during this, you're probably making this one critical mistake. The cave-in. When you get tired, usually around rep 50 or so, your knees are naturally going to want to collapse inward. Do not let them. If your knees are caving in, you're basically grinding your joints down. Instead, think about screwing your feet into the floor. Drive those knees out. This fires up your glutes and protects your knees from taking all that stress. Also, depth matters, guys. Half reps give you half results, period. You need to go down until your hip crease is below your knee. If you can't go that deep yet, no shame. Just use a chair behind you for safety. Quality beats quantity every time. If you have to break it into 4 sets of 25, cool, do that. Just make sure you get all 100 done. Here's the actual reason you should start this challenge today. It's not for the quads. It's not even for the glutes. It's for the discipline. Because there are going to be days where you just don't want to do it. You're exhausted, you're slammed with work, you've got a million excuses lined up, but taking literally 5 minutes out of your day to knock out 100 squats, that's a promise you're keeping to yourself. And when you prove to yourself that you can stay consistent with something small like this, that confidence starts bleeding into everything else. Your business, your relationships, your entire life. You're building what I call a winning identity.
That's it for today. Now stand up and do your 10 squats.
So here's my challenge to you. 100 squats, 30 days. Take a day 1 photo today, right now. Come back to this video in a month and tell me I was wrong. I'm waiting. If you're in, drop a comment that says, I'm in.